Hello students, today we will talk about Gauss-Seidel iteration method. So consider the system of equation. System of equation, okay, this type a11 x1 plus a12 x2 plus a13 x3 is equal to b1, a21 x1 plus a22 x2 plus a23 x3 is equal to b2, a31 x1 plus a32 x2 plus a33 x3 is equal to b3. This is the system we have. Suppose this is the star. Okay, solved by Gauss-Seidel. Solved by Gauss-Seidel iteration method. Okay, so what is working rule for Gauss-Seidel method? So first working rule is in first step we have to check aii is not equal to 0 for all I, that is all pivot element. This aii, that is all pivot elements should be non-zero. Okay, second and next step, what we do, rewrite the above system of equation into diagonally dominant form. Rewrite the above system of equation into diagonally dominant form. So we will this one. What is coefficients matrix? A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Okay, this is the coefficients matrix. Okay, so how we check the given matrix is diagonal dominant or not? So method is, we have to check this one, magnitude value of A11 is greater or equal to sum of magnitude of A12 plus magnitude of A13. Okay, again A22 is greater or equal to magnitude of A22 is greater or equal to magnitude of A21 plus A23. Okay, similarly for A33, magnitude of A33 is greater or equal to A31 plus magnitude of A33. Okay, if this holds, then the given matrix is diagonally dominant. Okay, suppose for example, if we take this matrix A as 25, 5, 1, 64, 8, 1, 144, 12, and suppose 1. So we have to check this matrix is diagonally dominant or not. Okay, dominant or not. So first of all, what we have to do, check magnitude value of A11, okay, which is equal to 25. Again magnitude of A12 plus magnitude of A13. Okay, and what is this? 5 plus 1. Okay, so clearly 25 is greater equal to 6. This will hold. Similarly for A22 is what? This one 8 and A21 plus A23. What is this? 64 plus 1. So clearly what is this will not hold. That is A22 is not greater equal to this one A21 plus A23. Okay, so this will not hold. This will hold. This will not hold. Similarly, clearly this will also not hold. Similarly, modulus value of A31 A modulus value of A33 is not greater equal to modulus value of A31 plus modulus value of A32. Okay, so this is not diagonally dominant. Not diagonally dominant. Okay, this matrix is not diagonally dominant. Okay, so in the next step, what we have to do, find the iterative formula for the Gauss-Seidel iteration method. As the above matrix is written, and we write the system of equations A11 x1 is equal to B1 minus A12 x2 plus A13 x3. Okay, here what I do, here A11 x1 and rest of the term is carried out right hand side. Okay, so in next step what we have to do, A22 x2 is equal to B2 minus A21 x1 plus A23 x3. Okay, similarly A33 x3 which is equal to B3 minus A31 x1 plus A32 x2. Okay, then the Gauss-Seidel iteration method is defined as, how we define, then the Gauss-Seidel iteration method is defined as x1 I plus 1th iteration, which is equal to 1 by A11 B1 minus A12 x2, this is I plus A13 x3 I. Okay, this is the formula for finding x1 at I plus 1th iteration. Similarly, x2 at I plus 1th iteration, which is equal to 1 upon A22 B2 minus A21 x1 I plus 1 plus A23 x3 I. तो यहाँ पे करना क्या है, यहाँ पे हमें अपडेटेड वैल्यू यूज करना है. यहाँ से जो फाइंड आउट होगा x1 वो यहाँ पे यूज होगा. यहाँ पे ये जो है अपडेटेड वैल्यू प्रीवियस स्टेप में जो आएगा उसको यहाँ पे अगले स्टेप में यूज कर लेना है. ठीक है, और ये सेम रहेगा x3. ठीक है, इनिशियल वैल्यू जो कि गिवन होगा x3 I plus 1. सिमिलरली A33 B3 minus A31 X1 A31 X1 updated value of X1 plus A32 X2, this is also updated value of X2. Okay, so what is this? This is I plus 1th iteration of X1. This is I plus 1th iteration of X2. Similarly for X3, where I is equal to 0 1 2 3 dot dot dot. Okay, so here we have some remarks for using Gauss-Seidel iteration method formula. So what we have remarks. Okay, what is remarks? First one, if the initial approximation here, this is the initial approximation, this is also initial approximation, this is first approximation when we put I is equal to 0. So if the initial approximations that is X1 0, X2 0, X3 0 are given, then we have to use it. Okay, otherwise we can choose initial approximation as 0 0 0. अगर दिया होगा तो ठीक है, नहीं दिया होगा तो हम क्या करेंगे, 0 0 एज्यूम कर सकते हैं एज ए इनिशियल अप्रोक्सीमेशन. ओके, एज ए इनिशियल अप्रोक्सीमेशन. Okay, that is X1 0 is equal to 0 initial approximation, X3 at initial approximation. Okay, so in the next step what we have to do, again second remark is a sufficient condition for convergence of the Gauss-Seidel method when the method is converged fastly if the system of given equation is diagonally dominant. Okay, that means a sufficient condition for convergence of the Gauss-Seidel method is that the system of equations is diagonally dominant. Okay, मतलब अगर ये sufficient condition convergence का क्या है, Gauss-Seidel method is convergent if the system of equation is diagonally dominant. That means corresponding matrix, coefficients matrix is diagonally dominant. Okay, that is the coefficient matrix is diagonally dominant. Okay, up to here it is clear. So if the system is not diagonally dominant, then what we have to do, if the system is not diagonally dominant, then what we have to do if not diagonally dominant, we may exchange the equation if possible, such that the new system is diagonally dominant. Okay, diagonally dominant, and convergence is guaranteed. Okay, is it clear? अगर डायगोनली डोमिनेंट सिस्टम दिया होगा तो ठीक है, नहीं दिया होगा तो उसको इक्वेशन को एक्सचेंज करके डायगोनली डोमिनेंट बनाएंगे। तो अगर डायगोनली डोमिनेंट हो जाएगा तो कन्वर्जेंस की क्या गारंटी है? सो स्टूडेंट्स, वी हैव सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन and we have to solve it by Gauss-Seidel iteration method. So what we have to do in first step, first we see the aii for all I should be non-zero. That means 3, 1, 7. Is it clear? This is already non-zero. In next step, what we have to check whether its coefficient matrix is diagonally dominant or not. If not, then we have to exchange the equation for finding the diagonally dominant matrix. Okay, so first what we have to do, check diagonally dominant or not. Okay, so this is the here one, this is the aii. Magnitude value of 3 is greater equal to -6 plus magnitude value of 2. Is it okay? No, it is not greater equal to. Similarly, magnitude value of 1 is greater equal to -4 plus -1. Is it okay? No. Is it clear? 1 is not greater equal to 5. Very simple. Similarly, 7 is greater equal to 1 plus magnitude value of -3. It is obvious, it is greater equal to 7. Okay, that means it is not diagonally dominant. ये क्या है? मैट्रिक्स, कोएफिशिएंट मैट्रिक्स डायगोनली डोमिनेंट नहीं है। तो नेक्स्ट स्टेप में हम क्या करेंगे? इंटरचेंज करेंगे, रीराइटिंग द अबव इक्वेशन, rewriting the above system into diagonally dominant form. Okay, so ये क्या है? ये तो होल्ड कर रहा है। नेक्स्ट स्टेप में क्या करेंगे? इसको एक्सचेंज करके देखेंगे। इन दोनों रोज को क्या करेंगे? एक्सचेंज करेंगे तो क्या होगा? नेक्स्ट स्टेप में -4x1 प्लस x2 माइनस x3, ओके, इज इक्वल टू -8 3x1 minus 6x2 plus 2x3, which is equal to 23, x1 minus 3x2 plus 7x3, which is equal to 7. Now check whether it is diagonally dominant or not. So what we have to do, -4 is greater equal to 1 plus -1, magnitude value, it is obvious, it is greater than equal to. Similarly, -6 is greater equal to magnitude value of 3 and magnitude value of 2. Is it okay? Similarly, ये तो ऑलरेडी है, magnitude value greater equal to 1 plus -3. ओके, ये क्या है, होल्ड कर रहा है, दैट मीन्स नाउ आवर सिस्टम इज डायगोनली डोमिनेंट, नाउ आवर सिस्टम is diagonally dominant. Okay, is it clear?
Student, we have to use this iterative formula to finding the solution of the given equation. One thing here also given, what is that? Here the initial value is given x1 naught, which is equal to 0.9, x2 naught is equal to minus 3.1, and x3 naught is equal to 0.9. okay, this is the initial value we already have. okay, so how to use this formula for finding the solution? We have to use this formula, iterative formula. For I is equal to 0, first iteration this one. okay, x1 1 is equal to minus 1 by 4 minus 8 minus x2. This is the initial, this is also initial value जो कि already given है. okay, so what we get, minus 1 by 4 minus 8 minus, this is 3 minus 3.1 minus 0.9. okay, so what we get is 1. okay, similarly first iteration of x2 minus 1 by 6 23 minus 3 x1. here we use updated value of x1 which is here. okay, यहाँ पे हम अपडेट वैल्यू का यूज करेंगे, माइनस 2 x3, ये क्या है, इनिशियल वैल्यू है. ओके, सो व्हाट वी गेट, 1 by 6 23 3 1 into 1 minus 2 into 0.9. okay, finally we get minus 3.0333. okay, I have already calculated, otherwise it will take time. Similarly first iteration of x3 1 is equal to 1 divided by 7 17 minus x1. here we use updated value of x1 plus 3. here also we use updated value of x2. okay, is it clear? finally we will get 0.9857. this is the first iteration for finding the solution x1 x2 and x3. similarly we can use the second iteration formula, put for I is equal to 1. what is this, second iteration. in this what we get, x1 value at second iteration, what is that, 1 by 4 8 plus x2. this is the previous value of x2, यानी कि फर्स्ट आइट्रेशन में जो वैल्यू आया है उसको यहाँ पे रखेंगे, माइनस x3 1. okay, so what we get, 1 by 4 8 minus 3.033 minus 0.9857. okay, so what we get, 0.9953. similarly x2 at second iteration we will get 1 by 6 minus 1 by 6 23 minus 3x1. this is the updated value here. okay, and this is the previous value. फर्स्ट आइट्रेशन पे x3 का वैल्यू जो आया था यहाँ पे पुट करेंगे, फाइनली वी विल गेट minus 3.0071. okay, so in the next step x32 is what 1 by 7 x3 is equal to x3 at second iteration, which is equal to 1 by 7 1 by 7 17 minus, this is the updated value of x1 plus 3 x2. This is also the updated value of x2, which is here. So finally we will get 0.9976. okay. Similarly for I is equal to 2, we will get third iteration. So x1 at third iteration, what we get 1 by 4 8 plus x2 at second iteration minus x3 at second iteration, previous value. Finally we get 0.9988. okay, this is the value we get at third iteration for x1. Similarly x3 at third iteration we will get 0.9996. okay. Similarly for I is equal to 3, we will get fourth iteration, and what is that x1 4, we will get, you can check, we will get 0.9998. okay. x1 x2 at fourth iteration we will get minus 3.0002. x3 at fourth iteration 0.9999. okay, this is what we get. So how when we stop, suppose we have to stop at 2 decimal, accuracy up to 2 decimal, then what we do, xk I plus 1 minus xk ith iteration is less than what, 0.005, accuracy up to 2 place, accuracy up to 2 decimal place. okay. Similarly for 3, what we have to do, check the consecutive 2 iteration xk I plus 1 minus xk I less than 0.0005. if this hold, then we will stop here. okay, this is the accurate, this is the 3 decimal places accuracy. okay, so we will stop here. okay, thank you.